Welcome to today's explainer. We're doing something a little bit different this time around. We are actually going to reverse engineer an absolute masterpiece, but not a painting or a piece of software. We're looking at the architecture of what we call a mega prompt. Because as AI continues to evolve at lightning speed, the real magic isn't just in the artificial intelligence itself, right? It's in exactly how we instruct it. The source text we're looking at today is essentially a massive blueprint. It's designed to force an AI into generating an entirely comprehensive 30 to 60-minute premium educational course. This one single block of text is so meticulously structured to bypass those generic AI responses we're all used to and instead extract a highly tailored masterclass on a really complex cybersecurity tool. So by deconstructing this prompt piece by piece, we're going to learn exactly how you can structure information to turn a basic language model into an elite educational engine. Okay, let's dive right into this. At the very core of this mega prompt is a direct, incredibly ambitious command: create a premium lesson on Burp Suite. Now, just for some quick context, Burp Suite is this intricate, industry-standard software that cybersecurity professionals use for testing web application security. It is definitely not a simple topic. Traditionally, if you wanted to create a premium 30 to 60-minute curriculum on something this dense, it would take a human instructor weeks of outlining, scripting, and structuring. But here, this prompt demands that all of that heavy lifting be executed from just one text block. The person who wrote this isn't just asking for a quick summary of what the software is, they are asking for a fully baked, ready-to-produce educational product. And to make this even more challenging, look at this fascinating duality the prompter explicitly demands. On one hand, the command says, explain everything in very simple English so beginners can understand. But literally, in the very same breath, it commands the AI to generate a script detailed enough for professionals, resulting in a professional YouTube educational video. It's an incredible tightrope walk. It requires the AI to output a massive script that is totally accessible and digestible for someone who might just be starting their cybersecurity journey. But it also has to be rigorous and technically accurate enough to hold the attention of seasoned pros who want to upskill. Basically, it's asking for serious depth, but without any of the dense jargon. Section 1. Building the expert persona. Before even outlining the curriculum, this prompt establishes the who, and it starts with the number 20. The prompter explicitly commands the AI to adopt a persona with over 20 years of experience. So why is this so crucial? Well, in the world of generative AI, setting the context totally dictates the quality of the output. By demanding 2 full decades of experience, the prompter is basically instructing the AI to bypass those entry-level, boring textbook explanations. Instead, it has to draw upon the tone, the nuance, and the authoritative confidence of a seasoned veteran. It establishes this deep, unshakable authority right out of the gate. Now, what's really interesting about this specific demand is the staggering, almost superhero-like array of cybersecurity roles the AI has to simultaneously adopt. The prompt doesn't just ask for a generic cybersecurity expert. No, it demands the AI be a senior cybersecurity engineer who builds systems, an ethical hacker and penetration tester who breaks them, a SOC analyst who monitors them, a digital forensics expert who investigates breaches, plus a cloud security architect, a malware analyst, and, importantly, an instructor. It's wild. The AI is literally being told to synthesize the perspectives of every major discipline in the entire cybersecurity field and filter that massive combined worldview into one single cohesive teaching voice. Section 2. Theory, Visuals, and Labs. Let's move on and see how this builds, because the pedagogical flow requested here is honestly brilliant. The prompt doesn't just ask for a huge data dump. It dictates a highly specific learning journey. It demands the AI start with complete theory, getting the foundational concepts down. But theory alone can be super dry, right? So step 2 mandates visual explanations and even forces the AI to generate diagrams in text format. From there, it moves into concrete reality with a practical demonstration. And finally, it demands a live lab where the student theoretically gets to roll up their sleeves and get their hands dirty. This perfectly mirrors the exact structure of high-end, expensive technology bootcamps. Learn the concept, visualize the concept, see it in action, and then do it yourself. To wrap around that core learning flow, the prompt insists on several essential framing elements. It asks for a professional introduction and a really clear explanation of why this topic matters to hook the viewer instantly. It also specifically requests common mistakes and security tips, rounding out the whole lesson with a summary. These additions are totally crucial. They are what elevate the final output. forcing the AI to produce something that feels like a polished, premium educational product that carefully manages the viewer's attention rather than just spitting out a raw, robotic, technical manual. Section 3. Real-world career coaching. And this brilliantly illustrates how the ambition of this mega prompt goes way beyond technical mastery. It actually demands real-world career coaching. It neatly balances high-level industry awareness with highly specific, actionable career advancement data. So on one side, the AI must provide industry context, best practices, professional workflows, the latest cyber attacks, and the future scope of the field. But on the other side, it demands raw career growth fuel, what it's like from a freelancer's perspective, real client project examples, hard salary information, a career roadmap, and actual interview questions. The prompter isn't just asking the AI to teach you how to use Burp Suite. They're essentially asking the AI to teach you how to get hired using Burp Suite. To really anchor that career focus, the prompter demands the AI weave in specific certification knowledge. Just look at this exact alphabet soup of premium cybersecurity certifications, like the Certified Ethical Hacker or the notoriously rigorous CISSP. By forcing the AI to connect the Burp Suite training directly back to these highly sought-after industry exams, the prompt ensures the generated script carries serious professional weight. It's basically telling the viewer, hey, what you are learning right now will directly help you pass the exams that will advance your career. You know, we also have to take a quick second to look at this totally fascinating meta request nested inside the prompt. The user specifically asks the AI to generate a section on AI tools related to this topic. Just think about that for a second. They are using an AI to generate a course, and within that course, asking the AI to recommend other artificial intelligence tools relevant to the Burp Suite workflow. It is a really clever way to ensure the resulting curriculum feels incredibly modern and fully up to date with current automation trends in the cyberspace. Section 4. Testing and final projects. So, the crucial point here is retention. To ensure the hypothetical viewer actually retains this massive amount of generated information, the prompter engineered rigorous practical assessments directly into the script. The AI must invent homework, a mini project, a full project, and provide external references. Again, this completely prevents the AI from just giving a passive lecture. It forces the generation of actionable takeaways that challenge the viewer to step away from the video and actually practice the skills they just spent an hour learning. And to test that immediate recall of the theory, we see the number 20 pop up again. The prompt explicitly demands a quiz consisting of exactly 20 questions. This mirrors that earlier demand for 20 years of professional experience, right? It's a very specific, substantial number that ensures the assessment portion of the video script is going to be just as robust and comprehensive as the main lecture itself. Which brings us to our final thought for today's explainer. Just think about everything we've unpacked from this single source text. We went from a blank screen to a 20-year veteran persona, through a carefully designed multi-stage pedagogical flow, right into real-world career coaching, and ended with robust academic testing. It really forces us to ask, what happens to the future of education and content creation when one meticulously engineered text prompt can instantly generate an entire professional curriculum? As you move forward and interact with AI yourself, keep this blueprint in mind, because at the end of the day, the quality of your answers will always be defined by the ambition and structure of your questions.